So I'll lead the way with old school, classic 3D straight talk. You know, I mean, whatever, you know, where you call this 3D, you know, with the life within the simulation or whatever this is. I'm not saying, you know, the cops weren't wrong this time. I know it seems silly. You know, I know it's, you know, they bust someone for, you know, a joint or something still, you know, and then you can go over some imaginary line and like it's that can't happen, or at least you can get it from have a magic card, you know, saying, oh, I can have the plant that grows naturally from the earth. I mean, obviously it's silly with the marijuana. We get that, obviously it's silly as shit, you know, and it's heavy machinery and, you know, driving, you know, I don't know, usually you're gonna drive too slow maybe, you know, but still, you know, driving's dangerous, period, you know. So I don't, you know, but I mean, we get it. It's like there's really, you know, you don't need to drink a pot of coffee then drive probably either. But you know, fentanyl's changed the game, and that's so. You know, I'll lead the way and just you know, fuck governments. You know, I'm not conceding to any of that kind of. I ain't worried about the 1%. I ain't worried about their you know, digital credits they call money. That they merely type into existence. Yes, I said many times. I mean, so let's get so here I'll lead the way with some 3D straightforward. You don't have to decode talk. The street drugs are over with. Street drugs are completely over with. Unless you're trying. I mean, not if you're trying to die, but you got to understand, kids. You are gambling with your lives, literally. You can literally stop breathing. Now, in my situation, I think I was breathing got so slow that I tried to almost stop. I don't know. I was trying to stop muscle contractions, I think. And so I took, and I knew that, and I didn't know at the time that fentanyl did either. So I'm over here, my lungs, I'm about to stop breathing, and I'm having muscle contractions, which I don't know where, you know, I'm feeling extremely guilty for it, not knowing the cause of, and you know, the guilt would be taking the product, but I didn't know I was taking the product, or if I did. I don't know if I took fentanyl, but it fits, you know, the mathematical probability is very high that it was mixed in with the amphetamine. You know, I'm from the Adderall camp. Like, I don't know why I've only taken Adderall twice. I don't know why it's not on the shelf. You know, it's the time releasedness of it, I think, is what's relevant. I really don't. It's like, it's magic for breathing and sinuses. You know, for me, it's like for breathing and sinuses, like this is goddamn magic. God bless magic. But you know? But this ain't a drug rant. I'm just, you know, we like to bash on the cops, and rightfully so sometimes. But you know, it might be saving your child, because this is real talk. It isn't safe anymore. No street drug. Like I said, my sister knows a kid that's lost its mind and never regained it from smoking a joint. You know, what it thought was just assumed it was only marijuana. So y'all can scoff, and you know, that's why I don't leave comments on, because there could be some, you know, all it takes is one trolly douche like, oh, some toxic, you know, like, as we all, most of us, some toxic male just like, you know, just typing in some, you know, you don't even know if it's a person. And that's another reason why I cut my comments off. It's like, I ain't got a voice, I don't know who's talking. You can't, goddamn fucking, I mean, an algorithm can generate these integers we're getting sometimes. I can, you know, kind of tell, like, certain people that, you know, like, oh yeah, I believe y'all are real. But like, if I don't get a, you know, I know, like, yes, if you ain't, you know, if it isn't relevant enough to stop and make your own video, or, you know, just put it in the collective conscious, however we do that, the ether, then don't worry about it. But you know, you ain't commenting on my fucking videos. God damn it, you know, I really advise no one to allow comments on their videos, because all it takes is one troll. You know, it's kind of like a, you do realize that about the information we're transferring. All the ones and zeros, all it takes is a deletion or addition, you know, and the original code is it's erased, it's canceled out. I mean, the code being sent is dependent on the exact sequences of the ones and the zeros of the two ends of a dipole, whatever you say it. Because, you know, the 1 and 0, it ain't really actually 1 and 0. It's energy held to one parameter and energy held to the other parameter. And it have to be like, you know, on a pole. There's something that like takes energy One, it can go left or right or north, south, however. And, and that's how this is all. That's pretty much what we're living here, at least in, inside our homes most of the time. This right here, it's transferred through energy being in an either or state. And it ain't really either or, it's really just energy at two extremes of a paradigm or something. Fuck, I don't know. I'm just extrapolating and conjecturing. I just remind you of the simpleness of what's going on now. But I mean, take that seriously, kids, or whoever's like, it ain't about this ain't a moral or character. This ain't nothing about, like I said, like I'm thinking about Adderall. You can't, you can't crush it up and even try to put it in the vein for one thing. So that's, if you they say I'm not gonna try it. I mean, that was never like a necessity for me anyways. Was whatever. I tell you, like we like to bash on the police, and I'd say they were ahead on this game. Just street drug. I mean, I guess they're ahead with even the marijuana, because if it's on the street, when it would make sense. I've had, because of where I used to live for like 20 years, the marijuana was different typically, and I come back up here to I am Memphis. That's the thing that disgusts me. I hear my city's name is Memphis, making easy money, pimping hoes in style. Are you shitting me? That's what you're calling my hometown? Are you really? I mean, that's where I live? Huh? Really? Come on now. I don't actually live in Memphis anymore. I don't even know if Memphis is there. That's and I mean, I don't say, well, I mean, is that that's what they tell us about physics now? And so you either got physics like your eye collapses a wave function. And of course, I added into a specific because I didn't know what they did. Like they didn't finish the sentence. So there's a ground out there until I looked to step on it. I closed. What did the blind do? I mean, what did the physically blind do? If let's now stop and thought about that. If nothing is there until their eye collapses a wave function. So I just thought, wow, there's some error in that paradigm, isn't it? Or that that conjecture, that theory. How's that missed me all this? That's why I guess is why it's good to journal. So I suggest like that just came to me like duh. How did I miss that? That when that this? Yeah. How does a physically blind person collapse a wave function? I guess I mean, especially if they, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they step on the same, I don't know. Okay. I have to go think about that. But I can't stress it enough. I mean, I just know I've had it happen more than once, I think, but I know the one time, like, it was, my breathing had slowed so much that I went with it. I tried to almost stop it, and I tried to almost stop it to control the muscle contractions. So I took what was going, so I took the lungs are always, so I was already breathing so slow anyways, and I was like, well, this is an opportunity to stop the muscle contractions. And so I use it, and to do that, I even got my breathing, I aided it. Now, I wasn't trying to die or nothing, I don't know. I mean, that wasn't the focus. I like to stop the muscle contractions. I almost, I went so strong with trying to get the lungs. And I wasn't trying. I mean, I didn't feel like I was dying. I was breathing that slow that I tried to breathe even slower. And would I have done that without the added muscle contractions? Like, I don't know, but fentanyl is big on that. But fentanyl will collapse your lungs. And seriously, there's no decoding even. There's no you don't get to know. I mean, or at least that's what the news is claiming, or is that part of the illusion? They say 2 grains, it takes 2 little grains of salt-sized fentanyl to kill. See it? There is no way to water that down enough for for a common person, however the fentanyl's getting in there. That had to be done from a laboratory. And I don't know. I mean, if it takes that little fentanyl, I don't know how anyone takes it all. I hear, you know, that's what baffles me. But so that's all. I'd lead the way with that, like you know, straightforward, like not the limitation. Obviously, not the limitations. That's why I'm talking about governments and anything politics and all that shit. You know, fuck the 1%. They're I mean, all it takes is, you know, all it takes is a, you know what I'm saying? All it takes is a, and then, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying, and then, well, eat that. Yeah, yeah, decode that, motherfuckers. But for real, and then, like, you know, you ever seen Fight Club? Well, you know, you take it a step further, and the billionaires, well, they don't have to disappear. But their digital illusion could.